So we are going to kick off today's episode with upgrades. So some people may have noticed when I was working on my settlement before, the very bottom row of the symbols for each plot had an unhappy face. That means you need to be at a certain level of happiness to encourage the upgrades. Well, I was working on junk fences and I was in the settlement long enough to give a boost above 70, so now I'm able to upgrade from level 1. So we're going to go ahead and upgrade our plots. So you see, this is where it starts taking up those building materials and whatnot, and organic materials, because this is our farm. Different types of scrap will give you different levels of materials. So again, on the right-hand side, so construction materials at the top, and then organic materials, then industrial, I believe, and then rare. So we're just going to go through and upgrade as many plots as we can.
Nice to see people pulling together to build something around Caldwell. Hey.
Some real chuckleheads around, so watch yourself when you're out in the waste, because you never know who's watching you. What is it?
You came through for us. We won't forget what you did.
Things are really shaping up around here.
Is that a roof or an ashtray? Ow! Oh, get back here, you little asshole!
Need to get back to Diamond City one of these days. Biggest town I ever saw.
Alright, so we have unlocked specific industrial buildings now. So we can break these down so they'll gather these specific materials. Some of these plots I had recently redone what style they were, because like several of the houses were this one. So we can see the houses look like this, and then we'll see what they look like after. I doubt this one will have
Out
an
here,
upgrade
we got to
available.
take
Yeah, because this one I just
one day at a
changed.
time.
Let's go ahead. This one should have an upgrade. this section I'm leaving open for a different type of building. This one probably does not have an upgrade available because I also just changed it. Alright, perfect. So that should be all of our constructions taking place. So what we're gonna do, we'll do a little waiting.
This settlement.
Get the good light.
It's really starting to feel like a home. I hope I'm not the only one who feels that way.
Alright, so we upgraded this, not too much extra going on here. Maybe a couple extra things on the shelf. Let's take a look in here. Oh yeah, this is definitely getting more cluttered.
Wealth in such turmoil. Interesting times for sure. How could old
I was
Paul
almost
help
going
you?
to scrap this because I didn't like how it looked, but now that it's filling in, I think it looks great. This one, let's see, a lot more is going on inside, so that's nice.
Lost track of how many blisters I
Ooh,
got.
yeah, that's looking really good. I didn't like it when it was just like an open section, but now it's got a roof over it. I may get rid of that one of it, though.
Nothing ever gets done unless you nag someone about it.
Not much of a
Why is it you
change
keep going
here.
after yourself?
I did upgrade this one, right? Yep. You can come in and look at these details, so it'll tell you this is a level 2.
Hello.
See, these are getting bigger now.
Let me show you never forget up again. Stay down, damn it. It'd be a lot easier if you stopped moving.
I think I'll wind up replacing this one, actually. The one at the back doesn't look too bad. We'll see how this goes. So that's interesting. Since we already replaced this once, let's see if we've got any new building plans. So, yeah, looks like I can do an organics order. Because building materials, shed is what it is right now. Scrap heap is the one that only just got a roof. So let's change this over to an organics order now that we have that as an option. That actually doesn't look bad there either, so we'll see. So while it's doing that, let's take a look at our materials. Yeah, so we're only 500 down total. Still plenty of stuff. And there's a breakdown on the Sim Settlements 2 website on their wiki as to what junk constitute what part, which pieces. Right now this is a good breakdown, and all I do is next time I'm out and running around, whatever junk I bring back, I will dump into my supplies to bring up the numbers. But we have plenty. And everyone's happy I'm here, so upgrades are doing pretty good.
Got work to do. Can't talk now.
Alright, let's see. And we did complete our walls. So we have walls built up. I've molded them into the hedge a bit. That one I'm going to have to fix. Let's try and do that now. There we go. And let's try and That should be good. So we're suffering a little bit on defense now that we've upgraded stuff, because some things cost us defense. So we have yet to learn our defensive plots. So again, we're just going to throw out a turret somewhere. I think over here, because I think eventually I may try and put a defensive plot. Not sure why. Oh, I know why, because I have a cat playing with my keyboard at the same time I'm trying to put... this again. Oh, it's because my size is maxed out here. So there are ways around this. So if we go in and pull up our Sim Settlements City Manager holotape, we should be able to fix this. Apparently I never set this up. So tools, let's see, advanced tools maybe. Nope. Might be a kind of cheat. Nope. Okay, so not as much. I'll have to look up and fix the building capacity issue later. We don't want to go super high, but we definitely want to be high enough that we can
Can't quite put my
get
finger on
our
it, but there's something about you.
defense up a bit. Alright, so, and we have a response to Jake yet? Nope. So it looks like we'll continue on and wait for Jake to hit us up. Okay, so we had a bit of technical difficulty and mobs were not spawning for the next part of the quest, so we missed a bit of running is all. So we are progressing with the next stage of the Sim Settlements 2 quest, which is Hub of the Problem. We're not really picking up anything on Jake's radio frequency, but he wanted us to join him here at the amphitheater. So that is what we have done.
Hey there.
Hey, darling. Say, you spoke to any of the people around that old theater? Those glazed eyes, creepy smiles. You read any of their little pamphlets? I tell you, they ain't right in the head.
What's with the outfit?
Felt a tad underdressed after our last adventure, what with the bullets flying everywhere and such. Anyway, as I said in my message, I've been unable to get our comm hub running. Honestly, given the state of it, I'm not surprised. Tech like that ain't designed to be left sitting around unused. Too many of its components have seized up or just degraded over time.
Can't someone else repair it?
I doubt there's anyone in the Commonwealth who'd even know where to start. If we want more out of ASAMs, we need a comm hub that works. But as it is, I don't have what we'd need to repair the one we have. However, fortune has smiled upon us. A friend of mine discovered where we might find a second comm hub in better condition, as well as a nice stockpile of ASAM products to boot. So if you'd care to join me, I want to go check this place out.
Is there anything else I should know?
Well, this probably isn't going to fill you with confidence over my abilities, but honestly, I've never seen anything like the comm hub before. Its technology is so far beyond anything I've seen in the Commonwealth, it's ridiculous. Whoever designed that thing was a genius. But because it's so advanced, we'd have a hell of a time finding replacement parts to repair it with. That's why I'm hoping we can find a second comm hub in better condition. Because otherwise, I'm not sure I'll be able to repair the one we have. Sorry to unloading you, but you did ask. Anyway, you ready to head out?
Sounds good. Let's go.
I knew I could count on you. With luck, we may just find ourselves a working comm hub. Or at the very least, a few ASAM goodies. Here, let me update your Pip-Boy map. There we go. All right, lead on.
Alright, so we're just going a little further in here. As you can see, we've picked up a lot more locations. I finished all the available Brotherhood of Steel quests, so that's pushed us up to 20. Picked up some more science, armor, nothing major. So let's go ahead and see where we're headed. So I have found that he can be a little unresponsive sometimes, so I believe he has something to say before we go in here.
I hear something. I think I got something over here.
But first, super mutants. Alright, let's see if we can trigger him when we go in instead.
Hey, over here.
Here we go. I've lost the punch. Did we get them all? Are there any more?
Scared the crap out of me. Come on, let's check out that terminal over there.
Alright, that looks to have fixed it. So basically I had to zone in and use a move to command immediately. And that seems to have, even that didn't work right away, but then triggering the fight in here, that seems to have kicked it into gear. The solution's actually on the Sim Settlements 2 forums. They're quite good at
Headquarters for the Commonwealth. Weird. Assuming this is the right place, why would a Vault-Tec facility be having ASAM equipment delivered? Didn't one of the ASAM sensors talk about Rocco being in partnership with Vault-Tec? Maybe that's right.
Yeah, something like that.
Hold that thought. Just found the employee records. There's a name in here. Magnuson. Have we heard that name somewhere before?
At the station.
Hey, that's right, at the satellite station. That was the name in terminal records. Good memory. It was a Magnuson who had the comm hub we found shipped to Olivia. Huh. Maybe this guy was in charge of delivering hubs or something? This seems like something we should look into. Maybe this Magnuson had an office here. See if we can find it.
Alright, yep. So, as I was saying, Sim Settlements 2 forums are really good. Any kind of large-scale mod is going to have a few bugs in it, and this is still relatively new. So
Guess you've got
the
your reasons.
resources there
That just looks like
are
trouble.
really good to find out any problems you're having and potential solutions like I just did. Hopefully it'll be patched out in a subsequent one. They're usually really good at that, but it is November right now, so the holidays tend to keep everyone busy with other things. So let's go see if we can find this office that they keep referring to.
Hey, look there. I think we found the office. Good. Got a working terminal. Just give me a second here. Whoa! This is some serious security. Ah, damn it. Can't crack this password. Oh, come on. All right, terminal, you asked for it. Finally, I'm in. Okay, let's see what we can learn. Huh. Well, I never. I think I discovered why Vault-Tec was so interested in ASAM equipment. If I'm reading this right, it looks like Vault-Tec was trying to develop a rival product to the ASAM sensors.
What makes you think that?
These terminal entries. There's multiple references to it. Seems this Magnuson was hired by Vault-Tec because he used to work with Robco on the ASAMs. They must have wanted his insider knowledge. Although, judging by his terminal entries, I don't think this guy took his job here very seriously. Scratch that. He really didn't take his job seriously. In fact, he was using his position here to embezzle company equipment.
Sounds like an asshole to me.
The nerve on this guy. He was actually stealing from Vault-Tec. Building materials, computers, robots. Hell, he was even stealing their ASAMs and... Oh, I don't think we're gonna find a second comm hub here.
Why? What's going on?
Vault-Tec were expecting a comm hub to be shipped here. But this Madison guy hijacked the delivery. Had it sent to Olivia instead. What we came here to look for, we've already found.
It's okay. You couldn't have known.
Thanks. Appreciate the kind words. Looks like we're stuck with the hub we have. But it does sound like Vault-Tec were working on something similar. Maybe we should investigate this rival product of theirs. Hey, maybe it's something we can use? The terminal said this place has a warehouse where they worked on projects. I'm thinking we should take a peek down there. Although, terminal also said we'd need to take an elevator. And supposedly, we'd need a key card for that. There's gotta be one around here somewhere. Let's see if we can find it.
Alright, so now we have to find our key card and utilize the
What are you gonna do
elevator
with that?
downstairs. Oh, and look, there's Davidson himself. And lo and behold, key card. And a weird Astacama gun.
Let's go take that elevator.
So even in the world of 2077, corporate espionage is rife.
Basement.
Stinks down here.
Hi.
Oh, come on, not again!
Yeah, it definitely seems like
Creepy-ass barrels.
barrels are the trigger.
Let's look around. There's gotta be something down here.
No, empty ASAM cases. So this is triggering because my level 1 organic gathering just upgraded to level 2. And that means that we now can build something to gather just machine parts.
Not seeing much. How about you?
So that's kind of cool. Yeah, the auto building apparently started working. They turn that off.
Single sensor or anything. The stuff they were working on somewhere. This can't be all this. Missing something. Let's keep looking.
Hey Walter, it's Ben. The boys upstairs have been pestering me again about that hub thing. Are you sure it didn't arrive? I tried calling Donna at Boston Direct, but she said they'd already shipped it out. Maybe it got sent to another one of our warehouses? Ah, whatever.
Hey.
It's suspicious as hell having Alright, I'll see you later at the Road Trust magazine. For all we know, could be a Roscoe plant.
So they're trying to harass the poor guy who is getting stuck with the blame for having the hub shipped elsewhere. Let's see what we can find. I think Mr. Davidson's getting annoyed with Martin. I told him to probably back off because I know Davidson has a temper. I saw him break a pool cue over Roger's head because he stood too close to the table. So more proof that Davidson was an ass. And Miss Sharon, she's been out for a couple of days. It's just not the same. I'm starting to worry. Getting to see her face when I go upstairs for lunch is the highlight. So loose format, say.
Hey, nice work. Hidden trapdoor, huh? Now we're talking. Well, after you.
And those floor mats are not obvious, and that button does nothing to the floor mats.
Like it. Let's go take a look-see, shall we? Check this place out. Vault-Tec really were trying to make a rival product. Although it looks like they were trying to skip the whole R&D phase and just reverse engineer everything. In partnership, my ass. Huh. What a weird setup.
So one of the things we want to make sure not doing is questing too far ahead. So let's see.
Excuse me.
Huh. What a weird setup.
It looks like he hadn't finished his conversation.
I wonder, what were they trying to do with these ASAM sensors? Don't suppose you've any ideas?
Your guess is as good as mine.
Stop walking. Let him finish pathing up here.
Damn, breathing here with all this dust.
What a weird... I wonder, what were they trying to do with these ASAM sensors? Don't suppose you've any ideas?
Your guess is as good as mine.
Well, even though they never got their hands on the comm hub, it doesn't seem to have stopped Vault-Tec trying to rip off ASAM technology. Question is, what do they come up with? Let's split up and see what we can uncover down here. Let me know if you find anything interesting.
Alright, so search for clues. There's a shiny red button. I want to push it. I want to push the shiny. Weird ass bears again. Push the button.
Huh? What you messing with there? Well, I'll be. Looks like Vault-Tec had themselves a ASAM printer. But I think its printing days are long behind it. They must have needed a steady supply of sensors to experiment with. Guess they got tired of buying them from Robco. Say, if this thing could construct a whole sensor, then let me check something. Woohoo! Jackpot! You know a machine can't make something if it don't got the schematics for it.
What are you talking about?
Well, would it surprise you to learn that this thing has a copy of the schematics needed to build ASAMs? I wonder who Vault-Tec paid off for that. Let me just download a copy of this. I'm sure Vault-Tec won't mind. And there we are. We may have to adapt and substitute a few parts, but now we'd be able to build as many sensors as we want. No more scavenging for them. This is a real game changer. Good find, darling. But I reckon we've still not uncovered everything that's here yet. Let's keep looking around.
Couple extra ASAMs.
You sure that's worth taking with us?
Oh, that was embarrassing. So we're looking for clues. Concrete.
Nice.
Aha.
Hey, Jake.
Come on, Slowpoke.
Yeah? Found something? Hello. What have we here? Oh, well, how about that? This holotape contains data for the different ASAM variants. You know, plot types. The different things ASAMs can be programmed for. I suspect Vault-Tec planned to copy the software. Let's see. We got residential, agricultural, and industrial. Whoa, hold up a sec. There's more data here. What the? Recreational plot? Commercial? Darling, do you know what you just found?
I think so.
There's data for 4 new plot types here. 4 more things that ASAMs could build. I don't think Robco ever released these variants. At least not to the general public. This is one hell of a find. I'm gonna have to study this tape. If I could figure out how to transfer new data onto sensors, I'm fairly certain we'll soon have more things to build.
Sounds great.
I never thought we'd find something like this here. I wonder what more's hidden around this place. Come on, let's keep looking.
Alright, so that's the important part, is being able to create more things, because I need me some defenses and some power and everything else.
Sweet. That's it.
Power, power, power. Pull the lever!
Uh-huh.
What's all that ruckus about? Would you look at this thing? What were Vault-Tec trying to do here? And what's that noise it's making? Ugh, must be something wrong with it. All right, let's take a closer look here. Huh. This machine's picking up some kind of radio signal. Seems like it's trying to connect to something nearby. Hey, do me a favor. Go to that table with the ASAMs in the other room. All right, there should be a switch there. Flip it off and cut the power to the sensors. Huh. All right, come on back.
Hi.
Yep, that confirms what I thought, all right.
Well,
The signals this machine was picking up, they were coming from those ASAMs. They were emitting the radio signals.
I understand.
Oh, right. Of course you do. Sorry, didn't mean to patronize. Sometimes I forget you understand this kind of stuff. I didn't know the sensors could do something like that. Emit a radio signal, that is. But that begs the question. Just what is this thing? Why is it trying to pick up signals from sensors? Just what kind of ASAM technology were Vault-Tec trying to copy here?
Well, we can find out the answer.
Now that's the kind of spirit I like to see. There's gotta be someone around here to tell us what this machine is. Some notes or documents or something. Take a look around, see what you can find.
I like that they've incorporated skill checks with some of the perks. So like I have science ranks, so it triggered that one.
I found some technical documents for you.
Really now? Let me take a look. Well, I'll be. According to these documents, this machine is Vault-Tec's attempt to duplicate a comm hub. I mean, it's not exactly a good attempt, but still. I suppose an effort was made. Not much a rival product, though. Doesn't even seem to work right. After Magnuson stole the hub, Vault-Tec were forced to build their own version with no real reference. You know, if this thing really is a reproduction of a comm hub, we actually might be able to use this.
You read my mind.
We came here looking for another comm hub, because the one we've got so badly damaged it won't even turn on. And while it's not exactly what I expected to find here, this Vault-Tec knockoff might still be useful. Call me optimistic, but between this thing and the real comm hub, we might just be able to cobble together something that works.
Glad it turned out well.
That makes two of us. Well, with that, I think we've uncovered everything we can here. Okay, let me just take a mental inventory of everything we found. We got the schematics to build our own sensors. New plot types, if I could figure out how to make them work. And of course, Vault-Tec's version of a comm hub, which just might allow us to start repairing the one we've already got. To call this trip productive would be an understatement. I knew working with you was a good idea, but damn, I didn't expect us to do this well.
Ooh, and a local leader perk, too.
Don't sell yourself short.
Ah, thanks. I appreciate the sentiment, but you're the one who's making this happen. All right, I need to start gathering things up. Move everything we found back to the hardware store. Oh, wait, shit! I completely forgot! I meant to go meet up with someone. And I doubt they'll take kindly me blowing them off.
Who is they?
An acquaintance of mine. Actually, it's the guy who got us the info on this place. Said he needed to talk to me once I was done here. Something about some important information he wanted to share. But there's no way I can just leave all this stuff here. Look, I know I'm kind of passing the buck, but could you meet with this fella for me? See what he wants? I'd really appreciate it.
Sure, I can do that.
Oh, thank you. You're a real pal. Sweeter than a baby's breath. The fella you need to visit lives up in Diamond City. He's an information broker. Calls himself the Ron. Chances are he wants to sell us some info. And given his past track record, it's probably something useful. So here, take these caps. Pay him and find out what he has to say. Most hours of the day you'll find him in his office, towards the back of the city. Say, not that it's any of my business, but while you're in Diamond City, might be a good time to follow up on any leads you got. You know, on your kid. I understand there's a detective living there. Apparently he's one of the best when it comes to tracking things down.
What do you know about this detective?
Not much. I approached his agency a few times to look into something for me. They couldn't help me, but maybe they can help you. He's got an office in the middle of Diamond City. There should be a number of signs pointing you the right way.
Diamond City?
The Great Green Jewel. Nothing but a walled-up rat's nest if you ask some people. I suppose for now it's the best the Commonwealth has to offer. Most people travel in the region visit there at some point. There's a lot of interesting stuff there for sure, if you can stomach the place.
Thanks for the advice.
Hey, no problem, darling. Alright, time for me to get this stuff back to the hardware store. This should be a fun challenge of logistics. Once you've wrapped up everything with the Ron, head on back and let me know how it went. Oh, actually, before you go, might as well take this. Here. That's a copy of the ASAM schematics. With that, you can now build your own sensors. As long as you got the parts.
Alright, so big part of this piece of the quest is being able to craft these now. You can craft them both as singles and in cases of 20. And they can be done at the city planner's desk.
Thank you.
I won't blame you if you want to test out and build a few sensors. Just don't keep the Ron waiting for too long. Anyway, I'll see you later. Good luck out there.
Alright, so we're going to go ahead and stop there for now. Next up, we will meet the Ron in Diamond City. Again, they've done a really great job of tying this into the main quest line. So this will keep us heading in the correct direction for the main quest too. We'll talk to the coolest cat. And we'll talk to you all on the next time.